Adventures in Film is a project with New Adventures, and they're commissioning 3 female choreographers to create a 7-minute dance piece. We're collaborating with T Films, which is amazing, and the New Adventures team, so we're getting guidance from Matt and Etta, which is also really amazing to be in the studio and have their input. The brief was really broad. It was to tell a story, which I think at first intimidated me a little bit because there were so many possibilities and so many options with that, and I didn't know which direction to go in. But Matt and the New Adventures team sent a book called The 7 Basic Plots, and I chose Voyage and Return. Yeah, that's how I started forming my concept. Yeah, so the piece is called Nostos, which roughly translates as return home or the homecoming. It's about the idea of leaving somewhere very familiar and going away for a period of time and returning and feeling alienated. We had to be really careful if we were going to do duet and contact work, but luckily my dancers and I are in a social bubble. We're living together, in fact, so it was pretty safe to be able to do the contact work that I was a bit worried initially I wouldn't be able to do, because I think it's quite integral to the story that I'm portraying as well, to have contact and for it to be this physical connection. It's great to work with 2 people as well, my dancers who are both really creative. We've worked with each other before, briefly, but it's nice to know how they both move, because they're both quite contrasting movers, because they've both got something totally different but really interesting to give, I think. It's also really different to anything I've created before, because I've usually choreograph for stage. So trying to think about how the choreography would translate on film has been an interesting thing, and something that Matt was quite keen for me to think about. We had T Films coming in to take a look and suss out the piece as well, which was really helpful. But yeah, it's just going to be a case of working through the shots and trying new things out, and yeah, seeing what works, getting as much footage as possible so that we can then refine it in the final edit. But to have this opportunity as well, so fresh out of graduation, is really amazing, because I've never worked with a film company before. So yeah, it's very eye-opening and very exciting.